What it do, crew excellence? It is your boy Justin Strickland, and I'm back at the ladder. You know what I'm saying? On the ones and twos, it's Big Nate, you feel me? And we having a great time today. This will be episode 99 of the ladder. And honestly, it's going to be a short one because I'm ready for episode 100. So if you got a little bit of time to hang out with me today, I need it. You know what I'm saying? I need it. Come kick it with me. Today's going to be all about something that we're doing that's new at the ladder. So moving towards episode 100, I was like, man, I've done a lot of free content. 100 podcast episodes is a dope milestone, and it was one that I set out for. Me and Nate talked. He was like, what are we doing? What's the goals? I'm like, we're going to get 100 episodes on the vinyl. We're going to put 100 episodes out there, and we're going to figure out what it looks like to kind of take this podcast to the next level. And as we near that, I really do feel like I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about kind of what the algorithm likes, what people enjoy, different guests that I've brought on, and all of that. And but the fun part is, like, I wasn't only doing podcasting. I've also been doing in-person trainings and developments, and been doing master classes on LinkedIn, as well as just developing myself and reading books and sitting under mentors and leaders as well. And what it all has culminated in is me coming up but me creating a community for leaders. And so I feel like when I'm talking to leaders, and especially ones that have engaged with my content, they're always like, man, this is really cool. This is dope. Where can I find more? And what YouTube does not allow is kind of for a back and forth kind of development opportunity. And that's where my heart is. And because from every episode I talk about, like, my heart is really to develop leaders. And right, what I get to do here on the pod is give information, which is good and valuable. And there are some of you that are able to take information I give and apply it right away, and that's dope. And I'm grateful for that. But there are some people who get the information and need a little bit more help with context and application. And so because of that, because I understand that, I created this community called Crew Excellence. And if you've heard the term before, I shout out to all my people that are subscribed, that like, that share. Y'all are in Crew Excellence already. But I created this community called Crew Excellence on a platform called Skool. And what this community allows us to do is to go deeper. And so it has courses on there that I've created, all centered around developing you as a leader. It has opportunities for Motivation Monday. It's something I used to do, and I'm moving it to Skool. Basically, you get a weekly motivation, something that's gonna encourage you to move through your week with purpose and intention. You're gonna get leadership limelights. This is something I've done here on the ladder, where I take a leader and I tell you their strengths, their weaknesses, ways that you can apply them. I want to do it in a more targeted kind of way. And so that's going to be in the Skool, and it'll probably be live, where we take leaders, current, past, whatever, and we do it together, where we pick apart the leadership. Because when you see and understand leadership well, you're able to see what people are doing that works and what they're not doing. And that allows you to build up yourself as an effective and impactful leader. We're going to do master classes. So I've been doing master classes on LinkedIn. I'll move there. They will still be on LinkedIn, but they'll also be in the Crew Excellence community. Peer-to-peer. So this is one thing that I've discovered from over this past year and a half or so of me doing this podcast, and really, really being intentional with being like, I'm a leadership development expert, is there are so many people that are in leadership for a long time or a small amount of time that have never got any leadership development. But what's fun about leadership development when you do peer-to-peer is there are some things that you already do naturally that some people have never thought about doing that can help them. And so the biggest part of this community that I'm super excited about is the peer-to-peer learning opportunity, where, like, you are a leader who wants to develop, but there's something you already do really well, and that's how you got this position or this influence. Share that with us and let us learn from you as well. And so although I am a leadership expert, I don't know everything, and by no means do I think I do. And so I'm really excited about getting all these leaders together in this community so that we can learn from each other, and iron sharpens iron. We can grow each other, because if we all grow each other, then the world is better. The better leaders we have, the more leaders we have, the better the world is. And so that's a net positive. We're going to start doing some in-person events. If you're in the crew, you get discounted tickets and you get first access. Okay. We're going to have my first event is going to be this summer in person here in Kansas City. If you local, come on, pull out. If you're not, man, hop in the car, hop on a plane, come holler at us, man. Because it's nothing like in person. I love YouTube. I love growing, and I use YouTube as a resource and a tool myself. But it is different when we in the same room. We on the whiteboard. We talking. We're in huddle. It's a very different experience. And so do an in-person event. You'll have access to it and discount. My perspective leadership quiz. This is a quiz you can take that tells you if you're a guru, hero, royalty, or voice leader, and what to do with that information. Right. And the fun thing about the Crew Excellence group on Skool is that all of the teachings will be coupled with that. And so you get in, you get to take the quiz. Once you take the quiz, you know what you are. And so when I'm doing the leadership limelight and I go, this person is a hero, it'll light something up in your brain. Oh, I'm a hero. He's talking about someone who's like me, or I work with heroes. So it'll make more sense when you have or taking the quiz, gotten your results, and you're able to to move forward with that understanding. So that's a big deal. And you get quarterly one-on-one leadership meetings with me. So every quarter. So that's 3 times a year, or 4 times a year. I'm sorry, 4 times a year. We can talk about what's working and not working for you and your influence. So this could be with your family. This could be with your, if you're a solopreneur with your business and yourself, this could be with your company. What are the things that you are doing that's working as a leader? What are the things that you're not doing? And how can we develop? How can we grow? Where are areas for growth? And what are the things that we're doing really well that we just need to stay consistent on? And so all of that is packaged into the Skool community. I'm going to link it down below. It's a monthly fee where you're saying, I want to develop. And I think there's a lot of people that want to develop that haven't had this opportunity. And that's why I've been really intentional on developing this community, developing this rhythm of consistency, because I want to create space for you to be a better leader than you are right now. And because you want to be. That's the biggest deal. Is I think a lot of us are moderately content with where we are, but we really want to be better for ourselves, for our people, for our families. And this community on Skool called Crew Excellence will be an opportunity for you to put money where your mouth is, to put time and energy with your desires, so that you walk out what you actually want and what you actually believe. It's not easy. But it's not impossible either. And so I'm super excited to get in there with y'all, to grow this community. And I'm excited for episode 100, y'all. Like I told you, this is going to be short because I just want to talk about this Skool community that's launching. And because I think it's dope and I really want to get y'all in there. But I can't wait to see y'all next week. Pull up for episode 100. We're going to do something crazy. And it's going to be fun and dope and incredible. So I can't wait for that. Until next time, man, I'm honored. Hey, if you have any questions, shoot me a DM. Justin Strickland KC on Instagram, on TikTok, on here, or just click the link, jump in there. You get a 7-day free trial. So jump in there, see what you think, and we're going to rock like that. All right. Until next time, y'all be good out here on this internet, man. Stay off of Truth Social. All right. Peace.